probably just computer selection after a controller reset or something. I hope so. I'm listening for like the character selection too. I want to hear that like Falco or Marth or something. You know, one of the Axe secondaries.
Let us know, Axe.
Most likely, it's.
When you try your best, but you don't succeed.
Yes. And I mean, it's still not a bad try. I mean, it's not over by any means, but it's a 3 out of 5 set. And if you have an 0-2 record like he does, you gotta try out something.
He DI down twice, and he gets the tech. Just great defensiveness.
Stuck in river.
I mean, he clean.
Oh, wow, that DI.
Randall.
And the tears come streaming down your face. When you lose something you can't replace. When you love someone but it goes to waste. Could it
hit a
be
lot of big
He got class.
Ladies and gentlemen, how long have you been waiting? Top game time. And OG Anaheim for the first time in 8 years here from Mary. My name is one Miss Q.
Oh my god, that was almost it, but it wasn't. It's a miss. Axe misses.
This man's gone wild.
Arizona, God is on their feet. Unbelievable.
3-1. The poker battle is over. Miss Joy is so proud. Brock still.
He was a gambler, like trying to knock him from down the arrow, but okay. Up there works here. I guess we're coming.
It was like actually a little bit DI.
It's a 6 out of 5.
Lights will guide you home.
He said, damn, I did that? Was that I did that? Am I that guy? Am I him?
And I'm
that guy.
try.
It's me. This is the first time he's cleared that hurdle in so long.
But I won the event. Woo! 4-Pete, Zane forever.
That's right, he won the event. Welcome to Fourside Fights featuring Anchor, Zamu, Chroma09, and Shopify Zane. Citizens of Fourside, I'm Jackzilla, and I know, number one, as fun as it was, Australia versus the world is a Mickey Mouse season of Survivor. 16 days simply isn't long enough for you to be surviving anything but a camera in your face. Number two, I surrender. The dream of blue sky actually replacing Twitter for gaming is dead. If it ever had a chance, I didn't. Number three, pseudoscientific medical treatments should be called out for what they are. Scams and grifts targeting vulnerable, desperate people. And number four, it is better to up-throw Puff as Fox than to down-throw her. Let's go to each side. Up-throw or down-throw? First, meow if you love Melee. It's New Jersey tournament organizer Anchor. Up-throw or down-throw?
I mean, if you're as good at it as Axe, I think you just down throw every time. Like, it's not that hard.
Every time, okay. She just made her top 8 at a major debut at Collision. It's Zamu. Up throw or down throw?
I mean, we saw the obvious answer is back throw. I think this was a bad question. Sorry.
Yeah, fair enough. He is the author of the Don Quixote. Welcome back to the show, Chroma.
This is true. Now, the correct answer is my up throws are actually really clean. I get that second hit all the time. I'm really nice with it. I've got some fun mix-ups. It's down throw. I want you all to think that I'm going to down throw. I want you to think about down throw all of your goddamn life. Down throw, so you're going to fuck up that DI on up throw.
Okay. And finally, he hates democracy but loves winning. It's Zane.
Up throw all the way. You get the single
That's
hit.
right.
Practice that. It's just up throw.
Don't make your life too hard. Welcome to Fourside Fights. We've got 4 outstanding guests today who are going to act as pundits as I throw topic after topic at them. They'll give their takes. If they're entertaining or interesting, I'll give them points. If they're boring, repetitive, or patently unreasonable, I'll subtract points. And of course, I can mute any contestant at any time for any reason. The player with the most points at the end is our winner. They get to commentate the 3 losers as they take it to Fourside in a free-for-all so we can see exactly how their punditry translates to Melee. Let's get started with our first topic. Several big stories in the past month, but we'll start with Zane. He's won Gamel Forever, Supernova, Collision, and now Riptide 4 in a row. 2 more, and he ties the all-time major streak record at 6. 3, and he beats it. Pundits, what would be more impressive? Zane breaking Armada's record of 6 consecutive majors, or winning a major with Roy? Let's start with Anchor.
I think it has to be winning a major with Roy. Like, we really haven't seen a lot of characters outside of like Yoshi and Pikachu as like a mid-tier, but like Roy would be by far like the lowest tier character to win anything. And Armada's the GOAT, so I feel like even if Zane were to break the record, is he better than Armada? Who knows?
All right, Zamu.
I think that definitely winning however many majors, because the thing is like, if Zane beats anyone with Roy, I'm like, yeah, man, cool. And so I just like don't care about that. I don't want that to happen. Like, I just never want him to play Roy again.
Chroma?
Yeah, I think Zamu's making a lot of points that Zane should never ever play Roy again. You see, what happens when Zane's Roy wins is not that Zane's Roy wins. The other player loses, and the scene loses. And we get to hear posts on Reddit about how we're all bums, and Mewtwo King in 2007 and SFAT in 2015 would farm us. I'm the one saying SFAT in 2015 would farm us. That said, what would be more impressive? Zane breaking Armada's record of 6 consecutive majors? Come on. I don't care how many you win in a row. I just care that you win. I don't know. I think it's harder to win majors these days. Armada really just never had to play against Morse Code or Junebug or Ice Climbers that can mysteriously beat Peaches all the time. I gotta say it. I think it was an easier time to win majors.
Okay. Zane, what do you think about yourself?
They're both great guys, and I think they both deserve love. Why don't you can want the Marth, you can want the Roy. It'll be okay either way. I think they both serve their own unique functionalities.
-10.
Okay. Which for you would be the more impressive achievement deep in your heart? Winning a major with Roy, or just like so then why not just go him? You can test this theory right now by not going Marth at the next major.
No.
If you think that's better.
I gotta juice it a little longer.
Okay. Over in doubles, Jmook and Cody have won 8 events in a row that they've entered with no sets dropped. That's actually not close to the record, which is like 16 or 17 from Ken or Isaiah. But I do want to ask, which is more impressive sort of like in a conversion chart? How many doubles wins at a major are worth 1 singles win? And what players would you draft to defeat Jmook and Cody and stop the streak?
I think winning 8 doubles events in a row is about the same thing as making round 2 pools in singles one time. Relatively equal amounts of trying going on. None of the top players show up at tournaments early enough to enter doubles. We know Touchdown Juan could just pick up any random person in the venue and start winning doubles all the time. But he can't show up because Big Dog's got to be there at Saturday night. He's got to have the 10 o'clock pool at night because that's the only time that he could show up to the venue.
Wait,
you think Zane is
haven't you and Hungrybox been playing?
That's what I'm saying. Zamu and Hungrybox can run the entire scene. I've watched them play.
Dude, you don't even know about that Bowser. I don't even care who you put him with. But that fucking Bowser, Okay, so I played against this fuck-ass Bowser at Collision and doubles, right? I almost told him horrible things after the set. I said to him, it was round 1. So okay, so I almost said some shit to you so heinous that they would not let me back into the venue, but I didn't. But I said 2 stats. 1, I won the last doubles major I entered. 2, me and Spark who lost to Bowser, have taken a set off of Cody and Jmook. So that's all to say that like doubles, RNG, Jmook and Cody, lottery tickets. Like now.
When did you beat? But you haven't beaten Jmook and Cody in any sets for at least 8 tournaments, right?
Oh no, this was a while ago. Me and Spark don't even like. I don't even enter doubles,
Yeah, because
man.
they've dropped no sets in 8 tournaments.
I wasn't
Oh,
even
that's right, you
registered
didn't
for
win that
doubles
set.
at Collision.
I thought you and Spark actually took a set in Colorado, and then I remember that Spark turned his brain off at many times during the set and just started doing the Strawberry Bears, and then he lost many games in a row.
Anchor as a TO of Collision, what do you think? Was Bowser in top 8 of doubles good, or did it expose that you had wasted your time and energy setting up such a bracket?
I think it was worth it just to hear Zamu crash out about it right now, because look, at the end of the set, like, we had the Bowser player walk over and report 2-0 over Spark and Zamu. And honestly, what better feeling can you get than seeding your bracket incorrectly and upsetting some top players who apparently didn't sign up for doubles, but I don't know, you were in the bracket, you showed up. So, hey, honestly, it was really cool to see some New Jersey players enjoying doubles. That's a format we like. We like wobbling. We like giant melee. And we like Bowser. Yeah, I don't know. Why not?
I've got to say,
what do you think, Zane? What's the conversion rate?
Like a cave.
Like winning one cave?
No. Winning a cave is more impressive. Crike is at the cave sometimes.
Crike is at the
Rap
cave.
M.
Okay, it's like almost like winning a cave.
Now, Rap
what is it,
Monster
like
would be
8?
at the cave.
I do not go to caves where Rap Monster is at. No, thank you.
So was all of doubles for years just carried by Armada liking the format in terms of prestige?
No, it's more complicated than that. Armada was using doubles as a fundraising mechanism to get flights out to America for his brothers. The problem is that Zane is just simply too rich at this point. You're making too much money from singles through the stream. Ludwig, I'm pretty sure Ludwig just closes his eyes. You just grab money at this point. He's not keeping track.
Mm-hmm. That's true. We all read the Washington Post expose you.
Is that what an expose is?
What was your great defense? Your edge guarding? I remember now.
My defense was edge guarding. Yeah, I think he was just trying his best, man.
No, that actually, I watched you play Josh, man. That's about right.
It was, yeah. It is my best defense.
What would it take for you to enter double Zane? Like, how bad does it have to be in the bank account?
I did at Gommel, and I lost to Zamu and HBox. And also, it was with Zod, aka Milkman, aka Joji, aka I don't know his other tag.
I just don't understand how you're supposed to close the gap with Ken when Ken won 17 doubles tournaments in a row and won 70% of all singles events he entered. And you're doing you're struggling to do half of that. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm letting Moki and HBox take care of it. If they play Cody and Jmook, I'm convinced that team has enough aura to just win literally every tournament. Because I watched them play at Supernova. Dude, they make doubles hype.
Puff is hard in doubles.
I think the more impressive thing would be if they make successful content out of doubles, because that format is boring as hell. I'll say it. The Bowser was good.
They dropped a game.
I think the only way out is for us to resurrect the Tango idea. Well, maybe we'll come back to that later. Let's kind of go on to the headline here. I think it's very cool that you got 4 in a row. I would like to see you break the record. I think as hard as it is to win now, this is like the time to strike when we're kind of in a weird lull and everybody's a bit shaky on their commitment to Melee. Eat them alive. Fuck them, you know? But the big kind of headline of Riptide was Hungrybox and Axe. So Hungrybox's set count on Axe since MLG 2014, and I had a fact checker check this, was 27-0. But nobody beats Axe 28 times in a row. He finally beat HBox 3-1 at Riptide and seemed genuinely surprised at how easy it seemed, straightforward. How did he do it? Is this a turning point, or is this the beginning of a new streak for HBox? And we'll look back at this at the beginning of the 54-2 record. Anybody can take it.
Yeah, I think Hungrybox right now, from when I played him with Cody, when I did those rotations with him, he is really locked in on playing super aggressively. And versus me, at least, he was playing the best he's ever played. Like, I've never seen a Puff just like scrap with Marth constantly. But I think it's fucking with him in all of his like bread and butter matchups when he has to play like Axe, where you can traditionally see him just like he'll just like camp it out or whatever. But he just like didn't do that at all that set. And I think he's like so fixated on beating me and Cody that it's like, yeah, it's just taking away his bread and butter. So I think it was also a combination of Axe playing really, really good that set. And Hungrybox just thinking about like, okay, I need to get to Zane, I need to get to Cody, and like, it's just hard to balance it all.
Do you have somebody that makes you feel that way? In where you're like you develop a game plan against somebody you're waiting for and then you lose to the person in front of you?
Amsa, yeah. Every time I prep for Amsa, I feel like I have such like a strict game plan. So I would say that moving set to set from Amsa to Cody is like the hardest thing for me because the pace difference is so insane. And versus Cody, I feel like I need to be a lot more flexible in my decision making and like just his style. Whereas Amsa, I need a very strict game plan that's very like percent based and like I have like very strict answers, and it's very jarring to adjust to those two sets. So I think Hungrybox is going through like an extreme version of that. Especially, I would say his strong suit is like kind of throwing off people's pacing and stuff. But it's just it's hard to balance. Especially, I don't know how much he practices rather than doing like a lot of VOD analysis. I think it's mostly VOD analysis. But it's hard.
Zamu, Anchor, Chroma, what did you see in the Axe Hungrybox set?
I think that Zane's kind of right. That like, so HBox is like by far the best Puff at being aggressive. The thing is, he's also by far the best Puff at camping, but he just like forgets. He forgets like that he's good at these skills like independently. He just like it's like, oops, I didn't remember that I'm like just good at
just like
this
me.
other part of the game. And so it's like, where does Puff thrive? Not just running it down. That's not what Puff does. Like, and sometimes like Puff has to be aggressive, and Puff can be good at being aggressive, but it's like, dude, sit on the ledge. Dude, sit on side plat. Make love to side plat again. What happened to the old HBox?
Make love to side plat again. You could put that on a hat.
Yeah. I love making love to side plat.
Yeah. Do you have something like that where you forget that you're good at something and then you don't do it?
All the time. Yeah. Usually it's just like melee. Like, I'll be playing and I'll be like, dude, I'm just like losing every game. I'm playing against whoever. I'm like, do I like have any thoughts in my brain? And then I'm like, that's the issue. I don't have any thoughts in my brain. And then I start thinking, and I'm like, oh, I'm like, okay, I know how to like look at the screen. I forgot, like, I keep playing with my eyes closed, and I'm like, oh, I'm terrible. Turns out you can open them.
Anchor, Chroma, what do you see?
I really don't think it mattered how well Hungrybox was playing before, during, or after that set. What I saw on Saturday night from Riptide was Hungrybox getting baptized in the pool. And honestly, I think during that event, he must have found some kind of higher being, must have found God and realized all of his sins for camping Axe out in like Pikachu Puff sets. And he's like, you know what? Axe can get one, right? Like, he's gotten close a few times with Fox over the years. Like, I really think Axe's Fox, like, has had the pieces to put it together for a long time if you go back and watch those sets. And like, you know, like Axe played really well. Hungrybox probably didn't play that well. But yeah, I think it was mostly like a spiritual kind of like, you know, cleansing and making sure he could move on.
He had to give up beating Axe for Lent, and he kind of mixed up when Lent is.
I think so.
There's a lot of new Catholics who don't get the theology quite right. Chroma?
Adult Catholic converts, what can you really say?
Adult Catholic converts are very dangerous.
They really are, and you got to watch out. So I don't think this was necessarily like netplay era 1, hold W, run it down mode. I think sometimes he does kind of think, well, it's Axe, I don't need to camp him. That's kind of ridiculous. You know, I like him, and I beat him basically every single time like it's free. You know, did he get in his own head? I think it's hard to say. What I saw from Axe was very different from what I expected. At Full House, Cody came by, I think after Axe had lost to Juan, like, hey, man, you got some cool stuff in this match. I'll show you a few things. If you want, we can just sit down for like 30 minutes and I can walk you through it. And Axe is like, yeah, man, I'll do that. And then he just like very clearly wasn't going to do that. He wasn't going to learn any of those things. But what I saw at Riptide was incredible. What he did in neutral, there were a lot of these spots where he was just aggressively calling out Juan with these like perfect float covers, these perfect like up airs to catch drift, aggressive in the right spots. All the mix-ups were working. He's always had some incredibly nasty mix-ups off down throw, which cannot be real. I mean, they just cannot be real. And now back in there, which is always a lot of fun. Axe played at a level that I wasn't expecting, and maybe Touchdown Juan didn't expect. And I don't know if he was able to collect himself to get into a mental state to like start to get that one back. But you watched that Dreamline.
That's kind of what I saw too. Is like Axe came in and it was like the chains were broken. He's up throwing and killing him at 60 instead of down throwing and killing him at 150. And it seemed like Juan was like trying to like slap himself awake for like 7 minutes, but it was too late. Like you already are asleep, and Axe is running past you.
Should I watch that?
Yeah, that was cool.
It's exciting too because Axe can just can win a major now.
What was that, Zamu?
Like, should
I think
I
it's worth
watch
watching.
that set? H-Box
Yeah, it's a
versus
good
Axe?
set. Axe hasn't beaten.
Honestly,
there's only 2 sets on the playlist of Axe beating Hungry Box. It's a very quick watch.
Instead of Riptide, I went to some 14-person Pokemon TCG tournament that I had to drive 3 hours for.
Beast.
Probably made more money from that.
No.
Probably.
I got, no. Well, maybe. No. I got like 6 Destined Rivals booster packs, and I sold it for $40.
Okay.
I got some Nurse Joy cards somewhere. Are they still good?
Might be expensive.
I don't think
I
that's the
don't know. I don't know
joy that
anything
people are
about
looking
Pokemon
for
cards.
these days.
meta's
Let's move
changed
on
a little
to secondary topic on this. Axe's victory has me wondering who else should switch to Fox or pick up a secondary to defeat their demons. Is there a way for Jmook to get past the Ice Climbers, maybe not get JV5'd with a little furry space mercenary? Who do you see in Melee that, like, right now you just think to yourself, man, they need a little extra help. They need to change it up in the character select screen.
You know what? I'm gonna start this one off hot. No, no. I'm gonna take this one over because look, you have all these players who like have some demons or whatever, but the answer has been obvious and it has been for some time. Pick up Donkey Kong. That character carries so many people. It's actually kind of insane. Like, just look at like Junebug becoming like a top 20 player, getting top 3 at Supernova last year. Look at Akir, who like is absolutely horrible at the game, and he'll talk about like how like this character carries him and all of his punish game. Like, just play Donkey Kong. Like it's really easy to just play Donkey Kong. Like being beat Cody Schwab. It's like, sure, you're not getting in on the ground floor and making $1 billion because people know the Donkey Kong matchup now. But like, that's still a Fang stock. Like, you're still gonna make money off of it. It's good. Invest now. It's easy. Do it.
Oh no, you're investing in Facebook in 2008 instead of 2004.
Exactly. Like, it's not that bad of a thing. It's actually pretty good.
That's pretty good.
I'm gonna go the other way. I'm gonna suggest Blue Chip. I mean, Jmook, I've seen that Fox. It cooks. It's fantastic. Please, for the love of God. I mean, watch your Fable VODs. Fable's got the Fox as well. Beat Nikki in all the Sheik games. So there are things you can do in that matchup, but you can also counterpick Fox when you need it. Please do that. Someone else I've also thought could use Fox counterpick is actually Zane. Zane, you just don't need to be playing Yoshi the way you need to be doing this. You don't need to let any of this happen. You can just go Fox. So minutes to this, you just go Fox. I think who else? I think Axe has a good Fox. I think Touchdown Juan could use a Fox.
No.
I think that would be very good for him. I think Junebug could use a Fox to deal with Crike's Ice Climbers.
No.
I think Crike could use a Fox to Fox Ditto. I'm really going down the list and I'm having a hard time.
It's kind of like Fox is the best
It's
character.
really kind of everybody.
Just start cooking. Just start cooking. It's that simple.
Zane, I know I've already kind of challenged you on this before, but there was another Marth player who was number 1 who had a Fox to pull out as a counter pick. And his name was Ken.
Did it work?
Oh, yeah. PC Chris too. Yeah. Ken has a lot of set wins on not Marth. His Marth is just like his bread and butter, but he was a multi-main counter picker like everybody else in that era.
But then I'm going to get notched up. And I feel like I have this whole like
Yes.
You don't need it.
Look at the where's
No,
now.
fuck
Look,
it. Fuck it. You know what? Fuck these people. They want you to go Roy. They want you to lose. They
See that?
don't want you to be the champion. They want you to be like
Look at
them.
this vanilla
Join
ass
the evil
controller.
side. Get that shit.
Yeah, if
double
you go
jointed.
Fox,
Get
your
that shit
controller
filing.
prices quadruple overnight.
I'm trying to save every penny. I can't.
Zelda Zane one, $1,200.
I can't get the Z jump, the mouse click,
No.
the
'Cause
notches.
everyone thought shield dropping was for pussies, and then Mango plays Genesis 3, and it's like, oh, what's that?
Yeah,
Ooh. You can do it
I've
forward.
I played a little Sheik versus Yoshi, and I've messed with that for like, it's so easy.
It is though.
That's right.
So
Is it easy versus AMSA?
I don't think it's easy
Amsa.
versus
All you need to
Amsa.
do is be a quarter as good as Plup is at that matchup, and you'll beat Amsa 8-1.
I
Okay,
watched
but that is like so
whole
much better than
first,
anyone else's at the matchup. A quarter as good as Plup at the matchup? That's insane.
Did you watch
We could be
Alfredo versus
100th
Amsa?
as good at Plup at anything, honestly. Like, look at him win every Rivals tournament without breaking a sweat.
He's hoeing them.
Yeah, that's great.
Zamu, do you know anybody that you think should pick Fox?
Fox specifically? I think Melee is on a trajectory.
Be creative.
So Melee is on a trajectory where everyone is going to be a tri-main. Everyone is going to play Fox, Marth, Sheik. Because, oh my god, Marth is so easy versus Fox. And oh my god, Sheik is so easy versus Marth. And oh my god, Fox, kind of hard versus Sheik, but like so easy versus Sheik.
I don't know
Oh
about
my
that.
God. And like, it's like,
I don't know. Wait a minute.
Spark is like, that guy's really good. That guy beats really good players, and he plays Sheik. And my Fox does pretty well versus Sheik. His Marth, ass. Terrible. Does pretty well versus my Fox. My Sheik, so his Marth, pretty bad. My Sheik, awful. Awful. And still does better than my Fox. And I think that this is just showing like it's a trajectory that 2050, everyone's going to be playing all three. Like, there's no room for other characters.
No, it's Peach, Falcon, Ice Climbers are the final triple main.
I will sap.
Falcon wins every matchup. In
Say
that.
more. Speak on that.
Yeah, I mean, so Ices definitely just beat Falco, beat Mart, beat Sheik, don't beat Fox. They lose 100-0 to Fox. They will beat Puff once we allow them to wobble again. Falcon is really good for like Samus and all the other, floaties that really shouldn't get to play the game that you just time out the whole time. Everyone thinks Falcon is cool, and now it's lame. And it'll loop another like 5 times. And then Peach is there. What was Peach there for? Peach is there for Peach Dittos because Peach beats Falcon and also will beat Game & Watch. Game & Watch is an important character too.
Yeah, that's a critical matchup to cover.
I did prep for that one at Supernova. Yeah.
Happy to hear that.
There were like all 4 of them in attendance. It was crazy.
Yeah, I had Glock on one side, and then there was another one. I don't even
Beat
remember.
Horse.
Who can drive?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's some great. That's horrible.
John Horse? That's my goat.
Horse might go.
A horse can drive? Fan of the show, a horse who can drive. We owe him all sorts of Patreon benefits. Let's just do it right now. Everybody say, let's get rid of this Patreon benefit once and for all. On the count of 3, we're all going to say, "We love you, horse." Ready? 1, 2, 3. We love you, horse. Fuck you all.
I
love you, the best horse.
All right. Any final thoughts on this topic? Zane, do you have ideas on who should pick up a second?
I think. Well, I dabble with the ices, right? But the problem was, it kind of worked. It 3-stocked Leffen's Sheik, but then I walked away from that set. I was like, this was winner semis at a very important tournament, and people had to watch my ices just go for CC grab, and it worked. And I don't know if that's why I play Melee. Like, I think Leffen was pissed, and that was kind of funny, but.
So I
don't think it has much staying power.
We talked about this at the time. I think you're more charming than you were there, and you can sell it now. Like, you've had a couple years of streaming under your belt. I think you can sell crouch cancel ice climbers to your subs now.
You know how to do it. Goody every time I get one. Yeah,
that's right. You have a catchphrase when you get a grab.
Oh goody is the most wobbler catchphrase ever.
And then everyone would love that.
All right, I'll bring that.
Sounds kind of awesome.
All right, you gotta learn about You got to learn about platforms this time. Leffen tricked you, and there were platforms. You didn't know that was going to happen.
He did. That was hard. Short hop up air is hard. I didn't have that one
It's
ready.
not easy.
But then I was also thinking, like, I was like, what if they go Zelda? And I was like, oh my god, I'm scared of Zelda. And then I was like, I don't want to be thinking these thoughts. Like, I could just play Marth and be sick. I don't know.
I feel you. That's pretty much all I need. Any final thoughts on this topic?
Kyle Crudo would have a sick Fox. I'll tell you that right now.
He does have a sick Fox. It just needs a little more time to blossom. I feel like he has some Fox player tendencies.
Who's this?
Derogatory.
Kyle Crudo.
Oh,
I think Ossify should pick up Fox because
Kyle
that guy's
Crudo
the
talks
coolest
about
player on the
Sheik.
sticks.
Kyle Crudo talks about Sheik the way that Samus players talk about Samus. He just like believes in Sheik in his heart.
That's the most Fox main I've ever heard. Every Fox main thinks Sheik's the best character in the game, except for Falco or Mario.
I'm giving Zamu points for that. One of the things the ranking system does, to move on to our next topic, one of the things the ultimate ranking system does is it clearly tells players before an event how much it will be weighed in the end of year ranking algorithm. They tier their events up front. But Collision head TO RJ wrote a couple weeks ago that the way that Lumi Rank demoted Collision drastically affected the pace of signups from Ultimate players, leading to huge financial problems for the event. Would the Melee scene benefit from event tiering like Lumi Rank does, sort of make it clear to top players which events they should focus on, even with some risk to the TOs? Or is our current system, where we subjectively weigh tournament prestige at the end of the year through panelists, ultimately better for the scene?
I just want to know who Mr. Liquipedia is.
Dude.
Who
speak on that?
I got hitters.
Because you know, I won Full Bloom, right? And I thought it was a major. I feel like I when I win, I feel like I know what I've accomplished and like how much work I put into it. And I beat J-Mook in 2 grueling sets, and then they're just like, "Oh, it's a national," and I'm like, "Who is deciding this? Like, who's
it's okay?
Who's the
Nouns
arbiter?
Bowl is a major though.
Nouns Bowl, yeah.
And the pre-locals count for top 100.
Pre-locals count now.
So I'm just kind of numb to it, I guess. I feel like I'll just show up, man. I don't know.
So you don't trust the bureaucrats to tell you which tournament?
No, I go off my own gauge, off of like when I'm done with the tournament, like how hard was that?
Yeah.
That's so real. That's why, oh my god. When people, I'm like going to be tilted about this probably until I'm dying. The brief 2 people, related, brothers even, that called Warehouse War a major. And I was like, what? Like, I literally am like viscerally disgusted at this. Because it's just like...
Wait, let's pause. Why are you disgusted at the idea that this tournament would try to like be happy with their prestige and the amount of top players they got? We're living in a desert here.
The tournament wasn't even doing it. I take no issue. Tournaments, it's like advertising maliciously. It's great. Like, that's good. They should do that. But this is the players. 2 players. We're calling it a major. And I'm like, no way you feel like you got 7th at a major. Like, what?
I think we're too strict on what a major is, and you're thinking about it like a super major. You're comparing it to Genesis.
I think it is
solely, it's just a big bucket.
Sure. But the thing is like Zane is completely right on. It's like, you know what you did, and it's like, I don't know how good for them if these players can feel this accomplished for like this. It was a good tournament, but like this not major in fucking Nashville. Like, no, I mean, yeah, a little bit.
So do you think we should do the alt system? So the alt system is algorithmic. If we were using the ultimate system, they would look at Warehouse War and say, nope. And they would look at Full Bloom and say, nope, because they have a number of top players that they need that you need to hit or whatever. They don't care, and they have a number of attendees. Like, there's a whole system that is preset. There's no vibes. There's no prestige or history.
Can we just have Zane tell us what the tournament is every time?
The Arbiter?
I
Mr.
I would
Literally.
do it.
Hold on.
He
We're
could
getting
be
at some
Mr.
truth here.
Wikipedia.
Which is that at this point, top players kind of go to stuff if top players are going to stuff. They want to play each other. They want to know that they're going to be treated well. At this point, Zane, you have the ability to just call a tournament a major and say, everybody pull up. Let's go. The algorithms are complete nonsense. They're just make work. Every time they have an algorithm, they get some results, and it spits out some stuff that they don't like. And then they have to tune the hyperparameters until they produce a list that seems relatively reasonable, but we all think a robot does it, so it's fine. I mean, the problem with old players is that they're very reflexive as a community. They don't go to stuff unless something's a Hemi, Demi, Super, Giga Major. And honestly, last night was a Super Major, man. That's all I'm going to say. You know? That's a type shit.
Heard that.
And continuing
Anchor, what do you
on,
think? It's time to bring in... How doomed was Collision?
I mean, look, as a tournament organizer, I can understand the players maybe being like, oh, I don't want to, this isn't a major, this is a national. We need to bring that word back, right? Or like a super major, whatever. You know what I did? I lied to you, and I'm okay with that. Because look, I need to get top players there in the building, okay? That is my job. And honestly, we did a pretty good job of that on the Melee side of things at Collision, right? We had basically everyone there besides Cody, and I'm super happy with how it turned out. And if that means I had to lie about who was going to be there and how big the tournament was, then so be it. Because at the end of the day, no harm, no foul. And look, I think instead of having this algorithmic ranking, because it really screws people over, honestly, I think how Melee does it is fine. But honestly, let's just get rid of the stats entirely. Like, let's put Melee stats on watch.
Oh, hold on.
Let's take the stats out of Melee and just have Melee. How about that? How about
you eat my shit, Jack? What do we do other than just have stats? There are 4 numbers in the corners of all of our faces right now that we gauge on how we're doing well or poorly. That said, I will say this. I think there are some tournaments where it's a major depending on who wins. There was a Pat's House where if Kadoran won it over J-Book, that was a major, but if Hungrybox won it, it wasn't a major.
That's very good. All right.
I
let's
will
move on. Go ahead.
Last thing is that the ultimate system is cool because then you can know which tournaments are for drinking at instantly. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, this one's not weighted.
You would go either way. The problem is in alt, people don't go. They don't go to drink. They will just not go.
Yeah, they're all 17. They can't drink.
Fair enough.
You have to fight the 17 player.
I don't care about the ult system even a little bit when applied to ult. Because I don't care about ult. It's like a whole other world, man.
It's a game in the Smash series. I'm asking us to compare and contrast their ranking solution for a double elimination bracket in the Smash series. It's not insane.
I'm a Pokemon TCG player.
Fuck, that's true. My bad. Final thoughts?
Yeah, the only tournaments that count for ult are various tournaments that happen in Japan during Golden Week. Everything else is just kind of bullshit at this point, and if we want to do better, we got to be better, or we got to get some Japanese players over to America. Unfortunately, the memories of Apex and the U-Haul have probably destroyed New Jersey's reputation on that forever.
Don't come at New Jersey.
Collision has to hold an American Arcadian. None of the good Japanese players can come. It's just for us unranked trash over here in the States.
Well, we had that until they all dropped out last second, so I don't know. Talk to the little players.
Type shit. They don't want to work.
Is American alt feeling like EU Melee feels like? And it's like when you've spent your whole life in privilege, equality feels like oppression?
I don't know. Wait, who's our best player?
DeBuzz.
Awesome.
No.
That's great.
No,
that's
it's like Syrup and Own It. It's a Steve player.
That's our best player. He might not do it, but he's our best player. You know what I'm saying?
He's our best
DeBuzz
player.
is the GOAT. I can't argue with that.
All right, let's move on to our next topic. Speaking of goats, Mushi's released a paid mod to Melee that is a Balatro skin for Game & Watch. Pundits, is this grimy or godlike?
I think I didn't pay attention to this one.
What the fuck is this?
I think it's one of the most Reddit things that has ever been created ever. I think it's for people on Reddit. I think the entire discourse is for people who browse Reddit. It's whatever. Who cares? Why do we care about policing copyright IP for a 25-year-old game? Mushi's like $10 off of for spending countless nights looking at Melee Game & Watch. Like honestly, I think some form of compensation should be required if you have to look at Melee Game & Watch. So,
dude, his fucking opponents need compensation. Like, it's like surely he's like grown in a lab from Reddit. Like, I don't know, this guy like I've seen this for themselves.
All right. Let me give you a recap, Zane, for people who didn't know. Mushi's is a Game & Watch player. Mushi's is famous for grabbing the ledge hundreds and hundreds of times versus people.
And then
Mushi's worked very, very hard to create a skin that makes Game & Watch look like the Balatro guy from Balatro, who was not available to be a guest today. I did try. And people were mad that Mushi's released a mod that cost money because there's kind of a tradition or a culture in modding communities of not charging for your work, right? And they felt that Mushi's was, and then there were obviously Nintendo defenders in the mix who were like, you're stealing from our blessed father, and they were mad for that reason.
Isn't that also like kind of not
now
true,
having
Isn't
just
it
heard
pretty
about
standard for like Patreon mods, like skins for Melee? Like I feel like I've seen this from like 3 people.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Maybe
for
I'm
sure.
crazy.
It's
I don't
because
know.
people who didn't pay attention to it like hopped on the bandwagon. Again, the most Reddit thing of all time. Like,
dude, Mushi's deserves the hate.
You're like, I agree with everything. You should be paid for your work. Mods cost money. It's good that you tried something, but Mushi's deserves the hate.
He grabbed the ledge 100 times, no?
Oh, way more than that. Way more than that. I've never even played him. I've never even seen him. I've never even seen him play. But I'm gonna hate on a fucking Game & Watch that grabs the ledge 248 times. I'll hate on a Game & Watch that like plays normal. Stop playing Game & Watch, man.
Game & Watch is kind of cool. I had my time with him.
-2.
He's got some stuff.
You should win the next major with him,
Zane when talking about any character. They're kind of
I have my time with him.
Except for I've been trying to solve this one from first principles, and I think I figured it out. This is the most in the Nintendo spirit thing that I can imagine. We're paying for reskin versions of games on the Switch 2 that are identical. They're going to re-release Smash 64, and they're going to charge $70, and it's going to have dog shit netcode. If Sakurai wanted you to be able to play Game & Watch out of the box without paying in either time or money or something else, then he would have been unlockable at the very beginning. Unless you have to go play like 8 billion versus matches. I think you got to beat All-Star or some bullshit. I don't know. I think this is right. But I do think all the money should go to reparations for anyone who has had to. You know what? The system really has to be. The money has to go to Salt, because she was saying that she felt incentivized by the markets to crash out on Mushi's because more people watched her stream, despite the negative attention that she got. I think the money does have to go half to Salt, and then half of it's got to go to PP. I think PP does. We got to do something here.
Wait, how does he fit in all this?
We got to figure this out.
You're allowed to just get a normal job. Actually, anybody in the world is allowed to just get a normal job.
We called these people gods for 10 years. And told them that it was the heart of the cards that let them win. And then we released Super Soldiers.
Iron Worker.
We had Android 17 and 18, and Zane and Cody just playing Melee for 10 hours a day in Dr. Giroux's lab. They can't hang anymore. It's like Vegeta getting folded. We have introduced just like super viruses into their environment, and we gotta put them in a bubble. We gotta make up some fake make-work job. And if this is it, that sounds good to me.
Which Android am I?
Did we ruin you?
Which Android am I?
Oh, you? Which one you want to be? You're 18 right now. You got the hair.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I like
I'll take it. Yeah.
I'll talk.
What were you saying, Jack?
Do you feel like you can't hold a normal job anymore? Are you done for?
No, I would suck. Yeah, I can't do that shit. I'm too far. I'm too deep. I'm too fucking deep in, man.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess that ends that topic. Let's move on to our next one. Why are Mewtwo King and Kadoran backstabbing Zane by training Hungrybox? What's going on?
They are?
Yeah, I have a lot of opinions.
You didn't know that? It's breaking news.
Hungrybox is saying, "Oh, I've been teaching Hungry
Your
for
friends
Zane.
all are
Mewtwo
magicians.
King's like,
they
I'm
turn into
teaching Hungrybox
snakes.
some new stuff against Zane." Strangest thing I never saw
I
was
know
my
about-
dogs turn into snakes, Zane.
I know about Mewtwo King. I didn't know about John Co.
You know about
That
Juan
one-
Co
Oh,
too.
no.
That one hurts. I gave him so much advice that tipped off. I told him how to beat Junebug. Junebug's one of my homies.
You
Can you
did
take it
beat
back?
Junebug.
He did at that tournament. I had some new notes. I gave them to John Co. Is he
Yeah.
at least getting
So how
paid?
do you get revenge on them? Can you give him bad notes that will make him lose to Junebug?
Nah, June's got to pay. He's got to pay one way or another.
That's crazy.
I just had to hold that L for so long. Everyone thought that I didn't want to play him at Collision because he was in my bracket path. And Foxy Grandpa beat him. And I was a little happy, right? It's an easier tournament victory, but I was ready. I gave Jonko the notes.
Zane,
Anchor
scale
Zamu, what do
of
you think
1
about
to-
this backstabbery? How do you feel when your friends train your enemies?
I mean,
feel
I
like,
think it's
I don't know.
more-
I feel
Go ahead,
Anchor
please.
first.
well, so I think for other characters, there's like character camaraderie or whatever, and but with Fox, there's too many of us, man. Like I love it when I get to hang out with a bunch of Peach players and they're talking about Peach, and I'm like, yeah, down smash or whatever, yeah, it's sick. But with Fox, there's 1 million of us, so we just break off into little groups of foxes. It feels, but when you have Marths, they should be sticking together more, right? Does John Co really want to watch HBox beat Zane? Is it true? Is that what he desires in life? Will that bring him joy?
I think what it is that at the end of the year, you got to point to something that you accomplished. So if you're Kadoran, it's what'd I do? I helped Zane beat Hungrybox. Zane beats Hungrybox 8 billion times out of 8 billion and 1 times. I can't really
Wonder
add
should
much
get into
demonstrable
sports
value
betting.
there. But yeah, he's probably putting buku bucks on touchdown Juan, loading it up. But it doesn't work because everyone bets on Juan 50-50 every single time he plays Zane versus Cody. Every single time they believe in it. That said, I think Mewtwo King's explanation is very clear. Mewtwo King knows that Zane is going to be the go to the game in about a year and a half, and he's got to stop it by any means necessary. He knows it's over for him, but if he can get touchdown Juan into third, Zane into some sort of second power sharing
He knows
scenario.
it's over for him.
Okay.
Oh, he knows it's over.
I mean, look, I think we were talking earlier about how Hungrybox stopped playing lame, right? Where's the Hungrybox from 2017 to 2019, right? That was camping the ledge, making love to side plat. If you have
doesn't
the
work.
2 lamest Mards possibly of all time coaching you, I think you get that back really quick. Honestly, we saw Mewtwo King versus Westballs. He's up being the ledge every time. And
He was right to do
you
that.
know, I mean, John Co,
And he
the
was
body
right to do
clamp,
it.
up tilt. I mean,
Right to
come
do
on,
that as
it's
well.
not that hard. And I'm not saying that there's a moral right or wrong to it. I'm just saying hey, if Hungrybox wants to beat Zane and be the best in the world again and, win something besides Genesis, then he's gotta learn to make love to the side plat again.
I will say this: it is cool that Hungrybox learned to teleport through all ground moves by wave dashing. I didn't know you could do that.
It's
Yeah, I think that's
awesome.
It's all him, man. I feel like the coaching that he gets, I think he just likes to be coached for the sake of getting coached. So it feels like there's some kind of accountability on his end. But I think all the innovations that happen are actually just him gaming. So it's this weird system where you'll tell him something and he'll yeah, that's good. And then he's just going to do whatever he wants. And it's actually just good because he's.
Can you give me something else in the Hungrybox voice?
What do you want? what do you feel?
Maybe. I don't know. Sorry, I'll take this off the air.
Okay.
Let's move on to our next topic. Cody Schwab is retiring, or is he not retiring? Or is it just changing what he's doing to pay the bills? Only time will tell, but his commitment right now is to create some sort of Melee website with all sorts of resources for players to learn matchups and strategies. Could Cody Schwab make me the best player in the world? And what do y'all see in the future for Cody?
Was Cody Schwab talking to Smatty? Smash Daddy was talking to me about like this same idea.
Maybe.
So like they should link and build.
It could be in cahoots. Yeah.
I need to see that.
Yeah.
I need to see that.
That would be awesome, man.
Yeah.
I think that Cody can make anyone the best player in the world for the low price of $280 an hour. I honestly think that, like, you know, like we had left him with like his Patreon where he was doing like what, like $300 a month or something for all of the coaching advice and everything. Like, if Cody wants to pay the bills, there's plenty of people willing to pay top dollar, people who make six-figure tech jobs sitting at home doing whatever. Like, you know, Cody, if he doesn't want to be a streamer, if Melee is not doing it for him, like, just go the Drug Fox approach and start coaching people. Like, you know, you could still get like third at tournaments or whatever, right? But hey, you know, the money's there.
I ask Cody for advice at times, and he'll be like, "Yeah, you should like nair."
Did you nair that?
And I'm like, I don't know how. I don't know how to nair. And he's like, well, like, you should do it. I asked him out to be
I would an hour for that.
He tried nairing. And I think that would be worth it. I think that would be worth it.
I mean, I like that. You're putting a gun in the hands of the student.
He also
My
does
problem
it.
with Drug Fox is
Admittedly,
he's teaching me too much.
admittedly, does this in a way where he makes me think that like I understand. And so like I would pay someone definitely top dollar, easy 500 an hour to make me feel like I understand something. You know?
That's big.
It's kind of nice.
That's good. That's pretty good. That is what consultants are paid for. Chroma, what do you think?
Basically,
Could Cody Schraub make me the best player in the
Yeah,
world?
I've written about this. I've written about this a couple times where like retiring from Melee just means I am not actively using all of my energies to try and become the best player in the world. And so in that sense, Cody is retired. It doesn't mean that he'll do worse. It doesn't mean that he won't get better. It just means he's focusing on maybe making a little bit of money. I asked him and I was like, could you make me top hundo? And he's like, yeah, absolutely. And I'm like, well, you know, what if I only play like 90 minutes a week? And he looked at me and he's like, how good are you at rhythm games? And I'm like, I'm okay. I'm not that good. And then he's like, all right, so Ices are out, but you can play Puff. And I don't know if I have that dog in me, but I respect his belief. I don't think I got what OG Kid's got. OG Kid is a different beast, to be totally honest. I don't know exactly how this is going to come to fruition. I would be careful if I were him just committing to some gigantic, like, ultra website with resources and some sort of centralized thing. But he could definitely go the coaching route. I thought his lessons made a lot of sense, and they were very focused on like, what is the quickest thing that will get you very, very good at this specific thing that you're having trouble with? And I'll let you build the mental framework yourself because, you know, everyone looks at the game slightly differently. And I think people get weird about this. They're like, well, why is he still playing? Why isn't he not playing? And it's like, we really never been through this before. We've never watched every player retire all together. The only ones that never come back are the ones that are like, yeah, I'll probably enter something in 3 months. Those are the ones where we're definitely fucked.
I'm trying to get Shabo so bad.
Yeah. I miss
Shabo. Let's jump up for our next topic to the northeast of North America. For Fast Falls, there are 2 months left to sign up, and something like 50% of all signups happen in the last month. So we're looking at an entrant count of somewhere between 100 and 150. Quebec Cup nearby, and a month earlier, is currently at 158 for Melee singles, with Cody, Zane, and HBox signed up, so they could likely land between 200 and 250 entrants for Melee. At Fast Falls, the 2 highest placing competitors who aren't already invited to Now Invitational Tokyo will get an invite. Why isn't that drawing more people to sign up for the event? Is it populist backlash for the Pat's House cancellation, competition with Quebec Cup, or something else? What's the story here on the lethargic signups for Fast Falls? Anchor, you want to take it as a TO?
Ooh, do I want to take it as a TO? Absolutely. I mean, look, like, you could get all these top players to try and go to your event, and you can put all these qualifier spots and a trip to Japan on the line. But at the end of the day, you gotta you belong to the people. As a tournament organizer, you got to put it out there, and your heart is in the heart of the people. So if you aren't going to your locals and you aren't supporting your local community and the people who will show up in droves to go to your event, then yeah, this is what happens. You get, you know, a bunch of top players that you're paying to fly out, and you're footing the bill for them to duke it out and paying for their flight to Japan.
They might not be paying them. They might have just asked.
I mean, yeah, maybe they just asked, but you know, if they're saying, "Hey, hey, you know, we'll send you to Japan if you do well," like, you know, I mean, look, either way, whether you're paying for them or not, the people who are actually paying your bills are all the people, the 2-tours, the O-tours who are going to show up to your event, and if you aren't supporting them and their interests, then you're not going to get them. So
you think Fast Falls is struggling because they don't have a connection to the local scene, something like that?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's definitely part of it. Like, you have this tournament that's being run in the middle of Niagara Falls. I don't know if there's a local scene near the Niagara Falls. Maybe we could choose by picking a location that doesn't make you have to, you know, maybe swim across the border, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Zammy, what do you think?
And we take a moment to like, why the fuck is the S a dollar sign? Like, I find this very off-putting and very unaesthetic. Like, I look at it and like I don't read it as Fast Falls. I read it as like Fast Fall, maybe Fast Fall money. But like, I just like it's so like I don't know. Like why is it a dollar sign?
So you think the aesthetics are pushing people away?
Yeah, probably. Like, if I was gonna go to a tournament called Fast Falls with an S, I'd be like, or I'd like hear about that. I'm like, oh, that's a cool tournament name, especially because it's at Niagara Falls. Oh. You don't spell Niagara Falls with a dollar sign.
Well, it's got a casino. The event is in a casino.
Oh, never mind. This is fire.
I
wish I was going.
Oh my god.
Hey, Jack, are top players signed up for this thing yet?
Some of them.
I think it's a
I'm
weird
signed up,
sort
right?
of situation.
You're signed up.
Yeah.
Look, I think regardless of if the top players know or not, you get to lie as a tournament organizer. That is your right. And honestly, if that's what Fast Falls is doing, good on them.
I do tell any TO, they can always say that I'm going to their event. Probably won't.
See you at the next collision.
I go back and forth. I appreciate the players that are down to let me advertise them, but I actually think overall I prefer for people to be honest so that I can advertise them and then follow through.
What if I instantly...
But I also have a tournament with like a good brand, right? So it's like, I'm not going to die if you don't show up to full bloom. So I'd rather be honest. But if you're a new event, you probably want to lie rather than take the risk.
I also always say this, and then I always go to every single event ever.
Yeah, you do.
I feel like we keep running this with these invitationals where it's like a bunch of people are qualified, and then the people, you know, the last, the top placers that aren't qualified get to go. And it gets really awkward. I remember Leffen feeling like he had to forfeit out of one of the Mango Isama qualifiers or something like that because he's like, I just feel like I'm fucking with somebody because I'm just on someone's side of the bracket and I'm the top seed and I've already qualified and they haven't. So I don't really know what I'm doing here. And I think sometimes for top players that can be kind of an awkward mechanic. I don't really know how that's going to work out in this case. I think Nouns definitely has a lot of work to make up some grassroots love. This was also kind of the issue with the Panda Cup. You had some tournaments where they kind of co-partnered. CEO was another one, and you had a local scene and people were coming. But if you're trying to start something just, ab initio, out of nowhere, the invitationals, those will work. But you kind of need to have a squad that people feel good about or an event that you like to see that's coming. And I think SoCal, look, West Coast is definitely super pissed off. They now have like nothing until Genesis. That's a huge pain. I don't really know. I don't know what's going to happen with Nouns. It's kind of funky vibes altogether. I think generally people are unclear about what the end of the year schedule is supposed to be. People are told by somebody, this is a major, we go to this, we care about that, here's what's coming up, here's what's important, because everyone just kind of keeps talking about it. And kind of the consensus has been, I don't really know what's going on until the end of the year.
Yeah, I'm unclear. If I'm unclear, that's a bad thing, I think. If I'm unclear.
You're a yes sayer.
I am a yes sayer. It's a It's the problem. I've tried to get better at it, but I will be going to fastball. Yeah, I don't know. Am I gonna ruin
how many
someone's
people would
Japan
they
trip?
have to have for you to feel it was worth your time?
What, at fastballs?
Yeah.
I think if I like beat Cody, that'd be cool, but I don't think he's going.
So you only care about who's in grands.
Generally, yeah.
That's beast.
This is just an
That's good.
insane
Because that means
view
I
of
can
the-
run a 20-person tournament, and if I invite Cody, you'll show up.
Summit used to be sick, man.
If the vibes are good and I'm playing a beast in grands, then I feel like that's just a good time.
That's
But yeah, I
amazing.
don't want to really ruin someone's Japan trip. That
How
would be
much-
kind of
Well, what if you
that would be kind
do
of
though?
So this
funny.
What if you just fuck?
This is what I'm wondering. I'm
How
like,
much would I have to pay you to throw?
it feels weird to put that big of a prize pot on an event that has like such. It's weird. Like it's almost better for that to be attached to a really big event, or to be attached to like an Arcadian. Or like I don't know, it's weird that you can send somebody to losers and then they might run into Cody and then somebody else gets seeded into a better bracket path for them, and so now they get to go to Japan. This is weird vibes.
But admittedly, that will like essentially happen no matter what, right? Someone gets a lucky DQ path, like, and I don't know. I think it's cooler to have a tournament that's like a big tournament with all of the best players. Even though, sure, like I don't know, someone's gonna get fucked over either way, right? Maybe it feels a little worse when they get fucked over by losing to Zane, but like I don't know, losing to Zane's cool. I love doing it.
Specifically, I think it's fucked.
Yeah,
You
going to
feels
Japan's
bad when
cooler.
it's a tournament with like.
That's what I'm saying.
It's weird when it's a tournament with like 100 people. Then it feels a little more sting.
You know, it was the
Yeah,
rest
but
of fun of Rat Monster
feels
for
bad
not getting
either
voted
way.
in. Did you see that?
Yeah. Who didn't get in?
If I win the
Monster should have
tournament
been
as if I win the tournament as Roy, do I get 2 tickets?
I think you should. I think that should count, and I would like to see
there should
that
be a
in
double.
the
Yeah, there should be like a
what
multiplier based on the tier list.
Yeah, what if instead the
play.
invitational spots aren't for the highest placing player, they're for the winner to give out?
Oh, wait, that's a great idea. That's
And
a
you
good
can
idea.
decide. It's a lot like Survivor. You get to be the jury at the end, and you
I
can
like
vote for
that.
the winner.
I like that. I like the power trip. I do like that.
Didn't he just say how Zane hates democracy?
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
I
I'm
love
playing into
democracy.
this.
Yeah,
And
this
adds
is a
up.
democracy.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
No,
exactly.
yeah, no.
be a number one.
I'm saying he likes this idea.
Okay. Let's
I
move
got
on
the
to our next
vacation.
topic. Genesis X3 has been announced. It's a lovers' fight again on Valentine's Day. It seems like the venue has them locked to that date through 2027. Is this just one of the compromises of a long-term relationship? And how do I pitch this to my girlfriend for the 3rd year in a row?
This is an extremely easy pitch, Jack. I don't know what it's like around you, but around me, Valentine's Day sucks. You're paying $70 for some reheated chicken parm, and you're waiting an hour and a half to do it. What you do is you just do what I do. You go to the Caymans or Aruba, maybe something else, late January. You get happy wife, happy life, and you get that set before Genesis. Now, at Genesis, as we're learning, venues will just fuck you any which way. Whatever they can do to cut costs, it's going to help. I mean, at this point, I don't know what they're going to have to do to cut costs. Are we going to have to run the Ludwig Fuck Fan contest again? We'll see. It's hard to
Again.
say. How do you pitch this? You
been
could bring
years.
her. I liked seeing Lily. I'd like to see Lily again. That would be a fun treat for me.
You're going?
That's how you pitch it. I don't know. Maybe.
That's a good pitch.
Shit.
Come see
If I do it.
Cuomo.
It sounds like Cuomo.
Come see Cuomo. And then
I
run
did
away.
Cuomo. I don't know one invited me, but as usual, I am disregarding that. We're going to be at the
That's pretty
tournament.
good.
We're going to be
That's good.
playing
That's really
Dr.
good.
Mario.
All right, next episode of Fourside, you're coming on as disgraced Governor Andrew Cuomo and sex pest. Anchor, what do you think?
I mean, I think that if you care about Melee enough, your one true love should be the grind and the game itself. And so honestly, like if you're not at Genesis, I think it says more about you and your commitment to Melee than it does about any kind of relationship. And relationship to Melee is really what matters, to be honest. So I don't know why we're wasting time on a topic like this. So
Fair enough.
Is
Zamu?
right. We should be scaring the hose more.
It's good to scare
Dude,
the host.
like-
Zamu, what do you think?
I've lost so many relationships because of Melee. It's awesome. And the thing is that, like, I've been playing Melee for like 12 years almost, since I was a wee child. And I recently got top 8 at a major fight, which was cool. And I got $183. And $183 is better than like any love could ever be, And so also another thing, like, come on. This is a community where like we should just like surely it's worthwhile for this community of a bunch of like single people that like are never gonna have a girlfriend to like this is the prime dates for most of us. I don't know.
Yeah, when did we
don't
pretend
know.
that we as a scene have fulfilling, long-lasting relationships? In what world is that true? We're all
What's
acting like
going on? Zane, fight the narrative.
Well, all right, so here's what you do. You bring your partner, you enter the tournament, you win. Nothing more romantic than that. And then you get to celebrate Valentine's Day as a champion. It's a win-win for everybody.
feel like a champion. You have to make your
I could
partner
do
feel
this.
like a champion.
They're the champion too. Just
So I like the
Valentine's Day
idea
as
that
a winner.
everybody enters Genesis trying to impress their girlfriend, but only one will succeed.
yes.
Okay. This next topic comes directly from Zane's chat. Which character would benefit the most from having Kirby's suck?
You didn't like it?
He doesn't like it. All right, I guess we'll move on to the next one. We don't need to answer that. Chroma, come back. I would rather we skip the topic than lose you. Chroma.
It's too late for
can't
that.
hear.
We're gonna need Kirby Suck to bring him back, I think.
I think we just sit here a while and think about what we've done.
Yeah, that's
Is it like a replacement or is it like an additional suck?
It replaces their neutral B.
Ooh, okay, that's.
That's great for
I think
Puff.
Puff would be pretty good. Yeah, Puff would
that's
be
great for
pretty
Puff.
good. Yeah.
All right, so he's
What
coming back.
if-
He's coming back. He's coming back.
Oh, okay.
The correct answer
Hey!
is Luigi. I thought about what would be the most disconcerting if you sucked Hungrybox on stream and then just paused. He really dislikes that. I mean, that was like visceral revulsion that man felt when the Yoshi keeps swallowing him on stream in the Warbucks. He's just like, bro, fucking stop it. I don't like this.
That was real.
He's so skinny and yet
The
he's so
old
big.
kids followed him. The old kids followed him and showed him a photo, and he was quite peeved. I gotta say. So I think
This
keep
is
it up.
not the
I think
first
keep it
time.
up. Throw him off his game.
We need
Not
more
the
suck
first
in our
time he's been
lives.
followed around.
All right. Well, that brings us to the end. We are now at our tiebreaker. We are a very close match here. The way this is going to work is you're going to answer in reverse, or I guess from lowest to highest in the tiebreaker. The way that this works is if you are in the lead, you just kind of need to tap it in here and hope that nobody else really pops off. But you absolutely can choke it, ruin it, and lose the game at this stage. And with Zamu, Chroma, and Zane so close together, it's really anybody's game. Anchor, you're hoping they all fall apart and that you shine like a star. So that brings us to our tiebreaker. We need a Criterion Closet for Melee events. I'm talking physical media. If you could get the Blu-ray with special audio tracks from players, commentators, whoever, special features, the works, what would you pick for the tournament to put on that Criterion Closet physical media? And what would you include in the package? I want you to paint me a picture and be creative.
So this is like a time capsule kind of thing.
It's like a Blu-ray movie. Yeah, you're giving the film treatment with behind the scenes and commentary tracks to a Melee event.
Sure, and it has to be any tournament. It has to be just one tournament.
Hey, you're the director now. You're the Criterion Closet curator, the archivist.
Okay.
It's got to sell
okay,
too,
I
by the
like
way.
this.
I'm trying to make money.
Oh
here.
yeah,
Thank you.
no, of course. I think it's quite poetic that we have Zane here because I think the new Gen 1 is Summit 11. Sorry to bring up a tragic loss, but honestly, I think nothing really says Melee like coming back from the pandemic and having our first big in-person event and having it be one of honestly like the greatest events that I've seen in modern time. Maybe I'm a bit of a zoomer on that one. Okay, I could have definitely chosen like an Evo or something, or like, you know, one of the first Genesises. But I mean, I think what we've got in terms of Summit 11, everyone coming back, we get this hype, you know, Game 15 Grand Finals, and you know, just some beautiful, beautiful Melee that inspired so many people to continue playing the game and bring us to the point where we're at now is more important than anything in history. Yeah.
What would you put on the audio track commentary? What would be your special features? Paint me a picture.
I mean, honestly,
You're out. It's over.
Can we just hire Scar? No, I just want to hire Scar
Oh?
for like 2 hours. Just have him talk. Like literally just
could
get
work.
him in a room and just have him talk. And it's kind of like you put that on when you go to sleep, you know, and you can dream about that every night.
Very cool. All right. That brings us to Zamu.
So I think, okay, so one thing about me is I'm biased and selfish. And those are two things. And so Show Me Your Moves is like the longest running tournament series. Who cares? But it's like in my small town I live in, and it's kind of cool. I care that it's the longest running tournament series. I care a lot. I think it's really cool. And so I think it would be awesome to have a lot of like the footage from like some of these early events from when I was like 2 years old, 3 years old. And also there's like a crazy list of winners for this event. You have like Mango and Mewtwo King, and then like Eddie, I think, right? That's some old school player that I don't know anything about. The only issue is I fear that like this movie would not be allowed to be released. Like I can only imagine what was said in these fucking 2006 carpools. Like I don't know if it's okay, but with some heavy editing and like making sure that everything said is okay, I would love to see kind of all of this history. And then maybe my takeaway would be, damn, like thank God that I like didn't play back then. Like these people are freaks. Maybe it would be really cool. I don't know. It'd be a sick piece of history to see. It's just, and so much of it is lost. There is some footage, which is cool. I really like the footage that we do have from some of the earliest mimes, but I think that would be cool.
Okay. Zane, what do you think?
Mine is very selfish. I want Genesis 7, my tournament run, commentated by the Melee Professor.
Hell yeah.
I just want to know what he
has. Special feature?
That's a special. I just want to know what he thinks. I can be on there too if he has any questions. But I think that would do it for me. I haven't seen him. I feel like he's pretty new to the scene, so just want to know what he thinks about.
Have fresh ideas.
Yeah,
he was at Collision apparently.
He was. I missed him. Yeah.
What? Oh my goodness.
Everybody missed him.
Mm-hmm.
He blew up and acted.
I gotta tell you, Chroma, you got a hard wall to climb because Zane, we're gonna make that. We're gonna make that happen. We're gonna do that. So we'll take that offline.
You for the show a few times. He has
no,
said that
this is different. He'll do anything for Zane. He'll do anything for Zane. Chroma, what's your Melee criterion closet?
Yeah, you have all picked very good things that have happened, exciting tournaments to watch, memories that we cherished, things that we would like to watch again. I think that we learn from the past mistakes we make as a society, and, you know, as a tournament scene. I saw some TOs talking about, oh, I accidentally let somebody enter Rivals and P+ and Melee, and I just didn't think that it would be that bad. It can be that bad. I went to a tournament, and it had to have been 2013. It was like Smashic or something, and I'll tell you, they ran Melee, singles, doubles, Brawl, singles, doubles, Smash 64, singles, doubles, and Mewtwo King entered every single one of them. And he wasn't winning in all of the brackets, he was losing in some of them, and he lost in the 64 bracket, and he invented a new idea, which was called, there's no timer. What if I just don't ever approach? They had to invent a timer on the spot. It was a complete fucking catastrophe. This tournament did not end. I want this to be like a Ken Burns style Civil War, and the battle did not end. Werner Herzog saying, and then at this point at 11:30 p.m., all of the top players decided to split 14 ways and go out for a smoke break. We lose all of this knowledge when we don't revisit this in horrifying high definition. You can have Scar delivering commentary. I want people talking like Civil War veterans. We just thought it would never end. We were in winners round 3 of Brawl doubles. I was watching Vex Khosrane chain grab Muted King with Ice Climbers, and we cheered, but we also sobbed because we knew there would be too many more games to play.
It's a good pitch. I think ultimately what it comes down to for me, though, Chroma, is I hate letting you win this show. And Zane gave me a pitch that I can actually do.
I don't have good internet. I don't have good internet.
You don't have good
don't
internet.
Make me play
Oh
this.
no!
Please don't make me play this.
He doesn't have good internet. It looks like Zane is the winner.
Johns are coming
Congratulations to Zane. Goody!
Oh,
Let's go over to Fourside and have our fight on Fourside. Hold tight while we get that set up.
I gotta find some long ass wire.
So you won. You did it.
yeah, I didn't think I had it in me. I'm not
do you have
usually.
anything to hill or pitch to our audience? They're all gonna see this.
Oh, I actually do. I have an Oh Goody hoodie. I have never shilled before like this, but I have merch. Other than that, no. Yeah.
Okay.
Which one is Ne'er Do Well? That's Zamu.
I think so.
Yeah, almost certainly.
Oh.
Okay. Did you like the Melee Professor?
I love the Melee Professor. The Melee Professor is big dogging me. I commented on his YouTube weeks ago. Hey, can you go on Fourside Fights? And he says, maybe when both of us have more subscribers. Then I message him a couple weeks after that, and I go, hey, do you want to go on, Fourside? It's a great show. You'd be great for it. And he's like, I don't think I want to do commentary. And I was like, okay, so if I start a major and I put you on the commentary roster, you'll show up. And he said, yes.
So he'll be at full bloom?
Breaking news, not going to be full bloom this year.
Well, okay. Breaking
yeah, you go talk to Diego and tell him that that's fucked up.
Okay. I feel like I don't have any good graces with Diego.
Oh no. Well, but we'll be back. It'll just need a little break. Everybody's a little burnt.
That's fair.
And the venue is really hard to work with. Huh?
But Melee Professor will be on comms eventually.
Yeah, if he's not like dead or canceled by then.
Okay. Yeah, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
No, for real. I think you and I'm dead ass about making a Zane stream. We'll record it, we'll put it on a DVD, and it'll just be, we'll edit like all of the run that you had at Genesis 7 together, and we'll talk about it with Melee Professor. I think he'd be down for that.
I think he would. I think he seems to be a fan. He didn't like when I said I was going Roy, and then did not go Roy. I think that was the only slip up that I had. But other than that, I think he fucks with me. Yeah. What are we watching? This is the end of the Fourside Fights. This is the fight.
Yeah, the premise of Fourside, you gotta understand. I've done shows before where it was pure punditry, and it corrodes your soul to just like yap. And so I think any Melee show that's like a podcast, you need to have a little bit of gameplay involved. Otherwise, your soul will fall apart, and you'll stop caring about the actual game that we're here to play.
Wait, Anchor's winning.
Oh.
Yeah, I got that in me. Okay, hold on.
Oh my god, I just realized the camera's on me. I've just been staring at my phone, looking so intently at the gameplay.
Fucking millennials.
Oh my god.
Their phone.
I swear. No, you can see. It's the game. It's the game.
Do you have a prediction? Who's going to win from this position?
I got Zamu.
Okay.
Look at her.
Oh?
Wait a minute. Oh!
TOs, rise up.
Ah.
This isn't my tournament. This is my tournament. You know what I mean? Oh. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh!
Why am I so nervous? Oh my god.
It's just harder to be a commentator than a player. We get way more.
I'm more nervous watching this than I am playing.
Yeah, I've been saying that. That's why we get paid more.
True.
Don't up smash me! Don't do it! Don't do it! Don't do it!
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Ah! Trying to tech against the wall. We should legalize this stage. This shit rocks. This is great melee.
Oh my god, she's gonna time him. No!
Ah!
Someone please end this.
This is the highest percent.
Ah,
Okay. And that is the end of it. Zamu is the winner of the fight on Fourside. Congratulations to Zamu for winning the fight on Fourside, and Zane for being our Fourside Fights pundit champion. Thank you to everybody who was here. We will be back. We're pretty much on this cadence of letting a couple majors pass before we do an episode, because that makes it so that there's actually some news to talk about. So we'll see you when we see you, and until then, check out the Discord, check out the Patreon, and support all the people that you've seen here, giving you their lovely thoughts. Bye!
Bye.